Hi everybody, this is Alice Bejeweled Hedgehog again. I am here to do my vlog. I've already done 2 videos so far today. It seems like I kind of go in spurts, instead of like doing a vlog every day or every day or so. I sort of tend to get these really ambitious days and put out a whole bunch of them. I guess you have seen from a lot of my little overspending videos, I have been doing a lot of craft hauls. So what I wanted to do actually in this vlog was do a really quick product review. And I thought I would start with this particular brand that I got at Michael's, Ink It Up. It's not called Stamp It Up, which I mentioned in another video. It's called Ink It Up. They are $1 each at Michael's, at least they were a couple of weeks ago, and I showed them in a haul video and I was really excited. And the ones that have ink in them are really exciting. I bought a big stack of them, like 9 or something, and 3 of them simply were a complete bust. When I opened them up, they didn't stamp at all. And Ducky, my niece, suggested that I pull the pads off, the ones that don't stamp, and flip them over. And I did that, and we managed to get some ink out of one of them. It's actually still working, and I added some water to it and let it set, and it got a little better. But 3 of them, even though I flipped them over, even though I dribbled some water on them and let them sit for a day, it wasn't that they were dried out, it was that they just didn't seem to have any ink infused in them whatsoever. So if they work, they're fine. But if they don't, but some of them just are inkless. So it's a toss-up. I would make sure if you buy this brand you keep your receipt. I did not, so I couldn't return them. So I was just out of luck, although they were not very expensive. The brand that I would recommend is this one, Color Box. I bought these back when I bought my hedgehog stamp, 2008 or 2009, a substantial amount of time ago. I'm even thinking 2007. I am thinking that these are 5 years old. They still work beautifully. They're what I use in my art journal. They're not the super pricey ones like, the Martha Stewart inks or these really fancy archival inks, but for the standard craft store brands, these are definitely on the higher side. But it's amazing. These are 5 years old and I'm using them, and they're as fresh as they were when I got them. Now I do make sure that as soon as I finish my stamping, I close up the boxes. I keep them stored in a drawer. They're not in the direct sunlight or anything. But I definitely recommend these or a brand called Ditto brand. Ink It Up is kind of a buy at your own risk, or if you want to, because they are such a great deal, make sure you keep your receipt. And then just another thing that you may or may not notice when you buy them. These stamps are available at Michael's, and they're really cool. They're big. And they're incredibly cheap compared to what big stamps normally cost. I believe they're $3.99. The only drawback, which I noticed when I stuck them under the faucet to wash the ink off, is they're not varnished on the outside. Like a lot of the other stamps, this wood is shiny because it has a coat of varnish on it, so that when you quickly wash off the stamp, the wood is not getting wet. The wood gets wet when you wash these, so it will eventually warp and crack and get icky. It's definitely worth the money, but just being aware that it's unvarnished and stopping to think about it, I wipe it down with a paper towel now. So I recommend these. I'm just, reminding you, if you go out and buy them, wipe them off with a cleaning rag or a paper towel, rather than tossing them in the wet sink or something like that and letting them sit there. So let's see. Oh, then the other thing, I never showed this in a haul because after I got it I was just so aggravated with it I didn't even feel like showing it. This is a stack that I got on at Michael's. They were on sale. I think they were on sale for $4.99. I think it was $5 a stack. It might have even been less. It might have even been $3.99. Whatever it was, oh, you know what? It was like $4.99 and then it was on clearance. It was a really great deal. But I just wanted to show you, the brand is DCWV. It's called the Girl Stack. They also had one there called the Animal Stack. And it says 60 sheets. And when I got them, they were covered in cellophane, so I could not open them up. There's nothing wrong with the paper, but what you see on the front are a whole bunch of different boxes. There's black, there's lime green, there's blue, there's aqua, teal, all kinds of colors, okay? So you're going to make the assumption, I would assume, like I did, that you're going to get one sheet each of each of these different designs. When I got home and opened up the cellophane, it turns out there is, here's a good way of doing it. Now some of these sheets are really cute, and I actually, once I got over being annoyed, started liking them. There's 3 sheets each, and it goes through all the pinks, oops, and then kind of starts on the, well, there are some prints, and then kind of starts on the purples, and then it stops. So there are entire color sections that are not in here. There are 60 sheets. It's not like they're short on sheets. It's just that you're not getting what you think you're getting. So I was really annoyed, but as it turns out, I really like this. I've used these a lot in my art journal. They're nicer than I expected. I mean, I really do like pink and use it. But I thought of Poet Spice when I opened it up. She doesn't like pink. And the other thing is I got 3 sheets of paper that well, 6 sheets in total, of papers that I really consider relatively useless, at least for me, because these are all like little makeup accessory things. My idea of, makeup is powdering my face when it gets too shiny and wearing lipstick if it's an important occasion. So, obviously that doesn't apply to me personally. And then here's shoes and purses. And I honestly don't think this paper is ever going to get used. Not the other paper, but these 6 sheets of these designs. It's just, So anyhow, just a warning. If you can flip through the stack, that's fine. But if they're in cellophane, whatever it is, Girl Stack, Animal Stack, whatever, and it's a 60 sheet thing, be aware that you're probably only going to get one segment of these. Okay, but I do love the paper, by the way. I've been using it. I like pink and purple. I just wasn't expecting it. So those are my little buyer beware things. You get the advice of all the shopping I've been doing recently. What's up with me? Exercise-wise, it's been a total. I was doing really well in the spring with my going for a walk outside. I really enjoyed getting up in the morning when it was first getting light and I could hear the birds and, circling the parking lot. And I like it much better than going to the gym. We have a gym in the apartment clubhouse, and it's actually a pretty nice one. I just have to get my butt down there. I have to start doing yoga videos, but the thing is, I really like the cardio from the walking, and I'm not a hot weather person. So anyway, my exercise has just kind of been And, that's why, even though I have been eating healthier, I'm still chubby. I've got all my little friendly chins down here. They're not going anywhere until I start walking more. So, I've been watching Kathy B. She is doing great with her exercising, and V. Bonnie is doing wonderfully with her exercising and weight loss. And the only reason I'm not losing is because I'm not doing enough exercise. So that's got to happen. Heat is just way too icky. Even a simple, a short trip in the car is enough to make me sweaty. I hate feeling sweaty. Everything is wet. When you bend your knees, you're sweating, like in the crease of your knees. It's just everywhere. All this awful humidity and heat. But Sunday we're going to have more terrible storms and damage and power outages. And then presumably we're going to have cooler weather. Oh, this is, I mean, it's sad, but it's kind of funny. The county that I live in canceled all the local fireworks. I don't really go on my own. I don't like crowds or events with crowds. My nieces like it now that they are older. Children, they were just terrified by, the crowds and the noise. But I didn't, they're out of town, so that doesn't really make a difference. And I just felt kind of badly. A lot of people like the local fireworks. I like to watch them off my balcony. I tried to do a video for everybody so you could see they look so cute on the horizon. They're small, they're not overhead. They're little rows of like little puffs, like little flowers bursting into bloom and shooting up. But I'm looking at them sideways, because I'm looking out across the horizon at them. And I tried to shoot videos and it just didn't work. Oh well, I watched them from my balcony because I look from where I am. I look across over into DC, where they have the fireworks on the mall, and also over at a neighboring county, Prince George's County, where they did not cancel their fireworks. So anyway, but I had a very nice, very relaxing 4th of July. Yeah, today I went to visit my best friend Jermaine, and he is back from his consulting assignment in Vermont, and so he is having some downtime in between different assignments, and hung out with him for a while, listened to him complain about the heat. Let's see. Oh, presents from my sister. I got 2 new t-shirts to add to my t-shirt collection from my sister. This looks like it's a light blue. It really isn't. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous shade of lavender, and it's the kind of t-shirt that has, that the fabric is that sort of faux tie-dye. Would actually look great in in an art journal. But anyhow, and it has these beautiful, beautiful hummingbirds on it. And then it says Hummer Time instead of Summertime. I think that's such a cute little pun. Anyhow, I adore the shirt. And then she got me this shirt. The same kind of fabric. It's beige, so is it? No, this is actually just a plain beige, I think. Looking at it closely. Anyhow, I'm supposed to be showing you. No, it's got little tie-dye effects. It just doesn't show up so much because it's beige. It has the most adorable little raccoon on it. Isn't that wonderful? And the funny thing is, she and I are kind of scatterbrained. And she buys, like new, for Passover. It's like a holiday, and she buys new clothes, for herself and the nieces. And she bought some for me, but she wanted to give them to me as a surprise. So since I'm over at her house so often, she hid them in her closet. And then she stacked things on top of them. And then they went away for a while for Passover, and then they forgot about it. So she hauled them out the other day and said, "Oh, look what I found. These are for you. Happy Easter, happy Passover, happy spring." I'm like, okay. So anyhow, that really is it for me. I'm kind of tired. I'm going to keep it at an amazingly short blog tonight. I wanted to show you what I was wearing. It's a bolo tie. Well, obviously it's a bolo tie. This is another thing where the camera is not doing it justice. This is a beautifully sanded, smooth piece of wood. And it's the kind of wood where it has the little shimmers in it. I don't know what kind of wood it is, but it's, oh yeah, you can kind of see as I'm tilting it. It's actually a very pretty pattern in the wood. And my father made this. He did wood carving, and he also did jewelry making. He strung jewelry, beads and things for women's jewelry that he sold at craft fairs. But he also liked to make bolo ties, I guess because it's, the closest. Yeah, I mean, he was an older guy, and I know men, some men are comfortable wearing jewelry. My dad wasn't. He expressed his artistic creativity in bolo ties. And so this was something that he cut and then sanded and smoothed and then mounted on the back with epoxy. And I have some of his from, stones. he didn't have any rock tumbling or cutting or any of that equipment. He got rid of that when I was very, very small, but he liked to buy stones. He absolutely loved agate in particular, and he mounted a lot of agate on bolo ties. And these were some of the, my sister and I kind of split them up when he passed away, and I just decided to wear one today. It seemed like a nice, lightweight, comfortable, summery thing. So, anyhow, thought I would share that with you. For me, this is a tremendously short video. I'm tired. Anyway, everybody have a great weekend. Oh, did you know tomorrow, I guess I'm not really saying goodbye yet, am I? Tomorrow it is supposed to be 104 degrees here. 104. That is not how, I mean, really, when it gets that hot, do you, like, get damaged outside? Do you start to cook? I don't know. Anyhow, hopefully I will stay inside and I won't find out. So, everybody have a good and cool weekend. Bye.